Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to an excited Wrestling Days because we are just a few hours away from Stomping Grounds. Of course, we are going to be live streaming all throughout the show. We actually start an hour before the kickoff show and we're going to be doing our predictions. We then go into the kickoff show, into the main card, covering all of the results, live analysis, reactions, figure giveaways, loads of good stuff. So make sure that you join us, in the words of Bray Wyatt. But what I wanted to do is a video just looking at that special guest referee. People are buzzing about that. There's lots of names being thrown around. I wanted to give you like a top 10 most likely list because, as we said, there's a lot of names. So I thought this might help to just whittle it down. There's a couple of names in particular that I keep seeing mentioned, so I've put them towards the top of this list. So with all of that being said, let's get started. Number 10, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt could return at Stomping Grounds. We feel like the Funhouse is done. Personally, I don't want him as special guest ref. I don't think we've just gone through all of that build to give him a referee shirt. I'm sure there's a story that could be told there, but this isn't a feud that I want Bray to be a part of. I would like a little bit more mystery, and I struggle to see how this would make sense. Like, why would Bray even want to be the special guest referee? Again, I'm sure there is a story there. I just think there's much better options on how you bring him back. So, yes, could happen. I hope it doesn't. Next, we got Sheamus. This is someone else that's on the verge of returning. I'm hearing rumours that he is doing much better with his recovery. He did a YouTube video the other day where he was working out with Batista. Might be that he's good few weeks away from like in-ring competing. So it might be that a guest referee position works, and then he could be maybe a bodyguard to Baron Corbin or something along those lines until he's ready to actually start wrestling again. So they could go down that path. I honestly don't know where he is with his recovery. He could still be months away. So I would say this is an outside chance, but it is a name that's being mentioned. Next up, we've got Kevin Owens. We know that Kevin Owens has got a deep hatred for Seth Rollins. He would help Baron Corbin. There could also be a cheeky little face turn in here. I don't think they're going to go down that road, but it would be interesting. Certainly at the start of the match, the odds would be heavily stacked in Baron Corbin's favour. I think that will happen anyway. I think Baron Corbin's going to try and get someone that's going to help him, which is why I don't think the Bray Wyatt thing makes sense again. I think that it's going to be some kind of heel. So yeah, I could see this working, but I think there's a more likely option, which is this person, Bobby Lashley, again, a heel, very strong, hates Seth Rollins, but is good friends with Baron Corbin. We've seen them tagging together on many occasions. So I think that's an option that works from a storyline point of view. Bobby Lashley isn't on the card at the moment, so that's something that WWE might want to explore. Next up, I've included this person because their name is mentioned all the time. Paul Heyman. I can't get this to make sense in my head. Paul Heyman, of course, works because he is the advocate of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has got money in the bank. But how is Paul going to help Brock? Like, Paul Heyman isn't going to attack either of the guys after so that Brock can come down and pin one of them. Does it matter if Seth's the champ or if Baron's the champ? Because Brock, if he chooses the right time, can beat either. So, I mean, we saw that on Raw the other week. Like, he had Seth beaten, but then he wanted to wait for Super Showdown. So I don't think it really matters who the champion is. I don't know what Paul Heyman could do to help Brock Lesnar. I can't get this one to work in my head, but I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Paul Heyman. Next on the list, Heath Slater. Heath Slater, I think, is an interesting option. He needs money. He's broke. He's got kids. We saw him on Raw. He was like desperate for cash. He went to Shane McMahon and said, look, I'll do whatever I need to do because I'm broke. I need money. Drew McIntyre even teased he was going to help him, but then beat him up. He would do this for money. He would sell out to Baron Corbin, help Baron Corbin, because he is broke. The fact we saw him on Raw means that I think they've probably got some kind of storyline planned for him. So there's every chance he does get involved here. Next on the list, we've got Becky Lynch. This is an outside chance, an outside option, but a name that I do see mentioned a lot. I don't know why Baron Corbin would choose Becky Lynch. I can't get that to make sense in my head. Because clearly she's in a relationship with Seth. I don't see Becky turning on Seth. I do think there's an interesting story, though. She could make a mistake. She could cost Seth the title because she didn't see Baron cheating or Baron using the ropes or something along those lines. The bit I struggle with, though, why would Baron choose her in the first place? So that's why she's a little lower down on the list. We're into the top three, though. At number 3, Shane McMahon. This is potentially the most likely. Shane is building up heat as a heel at the moment. Obviously, Shane's in a feud with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' brother, if you will, is Seth Rollins. So it does tie in. Shane could cheat Seth, build up more of that heel heat. I would be more interested in Vince being the ref. I think you can still do a similar story, but I'm just be more interested in seeing Vince than I would seeing Shane. I'm just not into the Shane character, the Shane storyline. I hope they don't go this way. It seems a little obvious. It seems a little like lacking in creative, which means they're definitely going to go this way. Top 2, though, and I would say these two are the names that are being mentioned the most. Maybe alongside Shane, but Brock Lesnar, Mr. Money in the Bank. Will he be referee in the bank? Does make sense because the second the match is over, he can attack the winner, cash in, win the title. I don't think he will. I think something will get in the way, but at least there's a clear plan there. Don't know why Baron Corbin would choose him, because Baron Corbin's not stupid. Baron Corbin knows that Brock has got the money in the bank, knows that he would be attacked after the match. So that's why Brock is at number 2. But from a storyline point of view, it makes a lot of sense. So Shane McMahon, Brock Lesnar, but number 1 on my list, Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans makes the most sense. The reason why I say that is because she is in a feud with Becky. Becky is in a relationship with Seth. Lacey can actually screw over Becky, screw over Seth Rollins by costing him the title. Baron can pick Lacey because there's no way Seth's going to hit Lacey with a chair. So she's not going to get attacked before the match. As well as that, he knows that she's not going to cash in on him. And also, he knows that she is going to help him rather than Seth. So it just ticks all the boxes, and it's a little bit more creative than Shane McMahon. So Lacey Evans is my favourite. Brock, Shane, Lacey, one of those 3, I'm sure, will be the special guest referee. I'm leaning towards Lacey, because I think that's the most creative option of the 3. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you hope that it's going to be? Could be anyone. Could be a return in like Hulk Hogan or someone like that. So I doubt it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.